Okay folks, here we are. We're at the Naval Aviation Museum with the F-14 in front. And we're going to go inside here in a little bit. It's a big place now. Here we are, NC-4. Just oodles of airplanes. And we're coming across the Bamboo Bomber, Cessna Bobcat. And down below we got a Ford tri-motor. And inside the cockpit, an open cockpit airplane. Here we are in the Blue Angel atrium with a 4-plane diamond of the Blues when they had the A4s. SNJ. And a Stearman.
Jacob, let's jump.
Okay, here's the front end of the big 4-engine flying boat. A lot of airplane to put inside here. And we're looking down at the hangar deck of the USS Cabot. With F6F.
Yeah.
Like in my graduating class, I was over the road and
Yeah.
The number of hours that went into that, and then you're right, to get it inside.
Oh, they.
Oh my God!
back inside. Not many people here right now, but a really great collection of airplanes. So nicely done, and a lot of room. And we got an F9F Cougar here. Big airplane, F7U, single piloted. And F4U, right above a Ford, an F4D. Next to a Banshee, F3H, and NC4, huge airplane, transatlantic crossing. 4 of them started and 1 of them made it. Grumman FF1. Fury. And F7. The old familiar rotating beacon. Every light had its meaning. Bert and Mary Jo.
To raise some money, and after about, I think, 10 to 20 years, they raised enough to build the first stage, and they would dedicate that to the Navy, and then go out and raise some more money and dedicate that to the Navy, and they gradually built it up to you have what you see here today, which is now one of the top 10 tourist attractions in Florida, and we host, I think, approximately 1 million visitors a year. I see people here from all over the United States and also many foreign countries, including not just the usual ones of England and France, but Romania and Argentina and all those kind of places. So, and the Air Force Museum, we are the smallest of the 3, but we like to think that we're one of the best. And we do have one thing you can do here with our planes that you would get in big trouble with at the Smithsonian. You can touch the specimens. And if you want to pat an airplane, you can cowboy patches for it. Go right ahead. Here, but don't do that at the Smithsonian. It's the Smithsonian Mountain Channel. Now, I'm so impressed that this great Navy museum, I always ask if I have any Navy, Air Force, or factory representatives with me, so that I'll kind of be careful. Somebody knows I'm more bad than that. So I feel a little daunted.
Here we are over by the USS Cabot with the group. Got a PBY hanging from there, the ceiling. The hangar deck, or the flight deck on the island, the USS Cabot. Martin Mars 4-engine flying boat. Finally got it inside. And the F6F Hellcat. There we are, 1941 Ford, just like I had when I started college.
The town council volunteered to melt down the paddy bags that formed part of the memorial to the Union dead to make munitions for the new company. And at Waterbury collected $281,000.
F4F Wildcat, Guadalcanal. World War II hangar bay maintenance, F6F. Spare wing up on the netting in the overhead. USS Enterprise. Must be VA 196. Oh, here we are in Hangar Bay 1. Lots of exhibits. Seaplanes. They're hanging all over. And a helicopter. Old Bell Bubble. Magic carpet. And former presidential helicopters. And we got a Tomcat. And a VA-6B. S3. And the old truculent turtle back there in the corner. Got a bird dog. And below it is a SPAD. AD5. Well, here it is. Here's Indoctrination Battalion, where we all started pre-flight, September 1957. building's still here. Well, here it is, building 633. We all knew it well. Had a lot of classes here. And they got an FA-18 down in the corner, it looks like. Past the anchor. Big building. A lot of students have gone through here. And over there is the old parade ground when we passed in review when we were AOCs and NAVCADs on the parade ground. Well, the front entrance of building 633. See if we can read that. Along with a pair of gold anchors on either side of the front entrance. And the bell. Okay, last day back out at the Naval Aviation Museum for the F-14 in front. Might not get back down here, so I got to make one more last shot. Parking lot looks really crowded today, so we'll go inside and see what's going on. A couple of figures here below the F-14 is the air crewman. Nice bronze figures, well done. And the yellow shirt, flight director, on the other side before we go on in. And that's the bus that gives you a ride around the planes on the outside that you can't get to. This is part of the dirigible area. And here's the front end of a dirigible that's uncovered, and it shows the mooring and the ladder way for the ground crew to get up to hook up the cable to the mooring mast. Here's one of the engines off of a blimp with a propeller turning. There is just everything in here. Just not time to see it all and photograph it all. Yeah, here's one of the gondolas that was suspended below the blimp. In the back end of the first frame. And the Banshee with an AD behind it. The Japanese kite, target kite. I had one of those. We got an Army surplus, Army Navy surplus in Chicago after World War II. Had a rudder on it to control it. Pretty neat. Here's something that's interesting. There's an F-4U beat up on Solomons, and it looks like they have left a panel unrestored on the airplane, which is pretty neat, on the lower panel below the stars and bars. One thing we noticed that on some of the airplanes during the war, they didn't use the red dot in the middle of the insignia, like on this Wildcat over here. so that it wouldn't be confused with a German or a Japanese airplane. Something more I learned. Well, that's one of the stories down here. For you, Marine Corps. And on the canopy rail, that's a pretty familiar name. Bunk room. And the head. Looks familiar. Okay, passageway on a ship. Coming on down. And we've got sick bay. Pharmacy and sick bay. All the accoutrements that you'd need. Or a partial, anyway. Come back out to the photo lab. Handheld cameras. Roll for drying negatives. Weather office. Radio. Typewriter. Weather maps. Teletype. Pinups. Shoot loft. With a kite. They sewed up everything. Parachute hanging there. Seat pack. Some of the survival gear. Sewing machine. Probably a picture of his girlfriend. There's a chest pack. And a parachute. And a parachute bag. I got a couple of them. And a ready room. Movies going on TV. Anyway, didn't have TV back then.
Using extraordinary color archive film and reenactments, Heavy Metal takes you beneath the decks of the mightiest ship in the Pacific War, the aircraft carrier.
Ah, the old movie camera. The movies at night. Along with a coffee pot in the corner. The ready room level with a hangar bay and LSOs. Originally paddles. How I started. When we were on Coral Sea, this is what the guys looked like. And we started out with a mirror. With that amber light in the center, hopefully. And then we went to the Fresnel lens, optical landing system. Skylab, up in the space area. So we get up there and take a look inside. 117, Alan Shepard's ride in space. Okay, this is the old O&R hangars. It's now the museum restoration hangars. It's where I used to pick up and deliver airplanes down here. Now it belongs to the museum. All the back line of all the airplanes that are sitting out. PBY on the wash rack, been there for a couple of days. 130, bunch of airplanes. This is the back end of the museum, Hangar 1. A lot of space.